What ballroom person? And then you say for the last one?
Favorite ballroom person, and then you started walking.
And I started walking in 2017.
Oh,
Thank you.
next.
My name is Zaire. My favorite ballroom person is um favorite ballroom person.
You know Naomi?
No, I mean, yeah, I'm gonna just say Miami, and I started walking in 2021.
Okay, 2021. What side? This side or this side?
Scott. Deshaun West.
Okay. And then the year that you started, what is you?
2023.
2023?
Yeah. Ain't nothing to be ashamed of.
Do your biggest one. Okay, next.
Me?
Yeah.
My name is Paola. My favorite ballroom person is oh my microphone. No, but I have always followed. I don't know how to pronounce it. Michelle.
Michelle.
Michelle. Yes, right.
I guess because she look like me, I would say.
And then the year that you started walking.
I'm sorry.
The year you started walking.
Does the Renaissance Ball
Hmm?
count? Well,
So
this year.
2023?
This year, yes.
See, you're not alone, Scott. You're not alone.
I'm John, Revolution Nike. My favorite person, um, Zaire,
Oh,
Arcado, um, Jayla,
not you got a list.
and we just started walking this year.
This year, another 23.
So yeah, again, I'm a little bundle. Also known as Mother Pig.
Oh,
Um, I don't have a favorite yet because I was just introduced to ballroom this last year. So I'm still kind of fresh. So,
so 20 last year would be 2022.
Uh, I am
Like,
Your Majesty Lady Maxie.
Oh,
oh, right.
Um, 2023 is my year.
Can you cue up
And do I
that
have
video?
to give just one favorite?
I mean, somebody else ought to be in both the rooms.
Oh, I like that. But the 98 surfboard, my favorite ball
Oh,
uh, persons are Gia, uh, Paris, J-Rock, um,
I'm gonna need most of
Taylor,
this. Yeah, you
and
start. Okay. Did you say what year you started on?
I
You don't need no paper. Here you go. Say, chill my damn bottle of
I'm gonna go with 007. My favorite person involved right now. My mainstream house mother, the real Tisha Dora, and started walking in 2022.
AJ.
huh. Hi, AJ, Nike. I started walking 2021. one or two. And my favorite person in Ballroom is it's hard. No, it's not. Asia 007, ex Balenciaga, ex West.
What was she before Balenciaga?
What is
Ex
it?
Con.
What was she before?
Hey. All right, so we introducing ourselves. Oh. So we're doing ballroom name, favorite person in ballroom, and favorite person in ballroom, and then you start walking. Who? CJ?
Is it one on each sheet?
Huh?
Is it one on each sheet?
No. Yeah, we just saying it's not loud.
Oh, okay. I am CJ. I don't have a ball name.
Yes.
Yes. You guys started walking this last year, so 2022. And my favorite person in ball. I do get up for tonight, though.
Okay, the jalapeno. Yeah.
Is it mainstream or?
Kiki.
Oh,
Why
oh,
did you say
sorry.
that? My bad.
What?
You can say
The
that.
name of the class is what?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Ballroom 101.
Nuh-uh, it's called Ballroom
Okay,
101.
well,
You want an extra credit so bad.
Kiki. This is all about Kiki.
Oh,
What?
But I mean, these are ballroom. The question
Hey,
doesn't. It's not limited to your favorite person. It's not just Kiki. It's just ballroom.
okay. My answer is this.
Oh, well, mine stays the same.
My ballroom name is Kayla. My favorite.
This beat is over.
I had a couple, but most of them was in the house.
Okay. And then the year that you started off. 2007. All right, so this is this is session number 2. Today's session is going to be talking about the language, right? And understanding ballroom language terminology, and basically coming to a more clear conception so that you're not easily offended or misunderstanding what may be trying to be said. Okay. So last week we started off with the history of the Gulf Coast Kiki scene. What year did the Gulf Coast Kiki scene start? 2015. 2015, right? It started off in Houston, Texas with M Society. It was started by J-Rock, Africa Juicy. And yeah, that was the birth of our, you got a question? Oh. That was the birth of the Kiki scene here, as we know it, the Gulf Coast scene. What year did Dallas scene start? 2016, yes. So 2016 is the year that Dallas Kiki scene got started, right? It was started by the coalition, which included J-Rock, Hannibal, Tito, Sharon, and the other people that played a key role were like DJ Rude Boy, obviously, right? And so from that moment forward, Dallas had birthed its Kiki scene. What was the first official year of the Alliance? It was what? 17? No.
2020.
Close.
So 2019.
2019 was the first year. Oh, you said it? I mean, you have to speak up. I can't hear you over this hard in the background. But yeah, 2019 was the first year of the Gulf Coast Alliance. So with the Gulf Coast Alliance, it basically brought in all houses and allowed leaders to come together to make unified decisions to make improve, basically progress the scene forward. All right, so we are going to take a pop quiz. If you did not see the lesson, just do your best, take your best educated answer. So this is over what we talked about in our first lesson, and then we're gonna get. I know. You can take it. Take it to the after everything I just said. You could get some answers on there. So every class is recorded. Y'all can always go back and review the class. Make sure y'all keep up with y'all notes because at the end there's a quiz. What's my name? Why? Alright, so when y'all done with y'all tips, I can bring it up to AJ and he will run. You said what?
You gotta try.
You gotta get it wrong.
Juicy Corona Pink Lady. What's going on? Name of the house? Oh, that's somebody's name. Grade my five.
What's Natalie's first name?
What's Natalie's first name?
First house.
I don't know nothing about Natalie.
Sure.
Oh, Corona Pink. You can miss it 2 out of 5. That's a 7. Still fancy.
That is. See if you get the
Right, cuz.
Oh, here's on. Hi, friend.
That is rocket stuff. You better not say my mom. I was like, this you was pink motherfucker lady. It's too late, she already moved. She moved over here. Your name out of it, so I don't care. This weekend. Thank you.
Who was the second person? I thought it was her.
Both of them. Did they overrule her? Overrule her trial. Talk about that, how they have overruled her. I mean, what do y'all think about it? Legal society, but how?
We just went on my paper bag.
Oh, you got it.
Well, the other thing more not cheap.
I got out the army. I don't. I don't know what to say. Bro, close time. You can't be having too many priorities.
Why don't you give me my paper bag? I'm still missing. Are you picking up the paper? Here, pick it up. You ready? Yeah.
I'll forget yours. No, I'm on for
Yeah, at the little name, they put mom in the name. That's what they test. That's what I'm saying.
Get a Caleb.
That's cute. I didn't know I was supposed to.
I don't put my name on mine either.
I didn't go to school.
So the both of y'all get this one.
I didn't go to school.
I know you would know which one is my because my hair.
You know which one is mine because I school. What? I just saw this. Well, why you trying to go? He go grade. That's not paper. You grade? You grade mine? Okay, do you understand my question? Where I was feeling like if he was counting what you got? Oh, okay.
Hold on. I got to go with that. No, but
So this didn't matter. I didn't even have to do this.
Like I'm not this stuff really should be very good. Like on the Google form after. We really replace this channel. This one.
that's right.
like, if she say technically, yes, and then it's not, you know, technically, she would be help either. Right? So,
That's why.
it's a trick question.
Yeah, I want to see that. I'm like,
They'll fight you the ball for like 30 minutes. The ball can't go. It's like we're gonna finish the ball.
That's the trick question.
until like,
I smell food. Is it like a crab oil?
It's rough there.
You acting real funny. Am I sure you made me?
no, I,
Okay.
because you need like that.
And you looked at it and didn't respond.
Because I was going to I was doing work. I'm so sorry.
That's real funny.
I'm so sorry.
I'm dropping you. Don't ever let it
You
get
look so nice today.
I know, dusty. My shirt is too small because I just got
Yeah,
this right.
that's what it shows you. No, that's my godson. So I guess that is my kid. I'm like, I want to know about it straight.
And I'll make a star. To save my life.
Wow. Who's the
That's
first
right.
I often go with the first one. I always get this one.
Okay, y'all, just make sure that y'all answering these questions.
Question
Because they doing the same thing.
you gotta send it in the comments.
This is a problem.
Okay, so we got two questions. Can I ask you? Can I eat first? Please. Okay, so the first question is number 6, right? No, number 4. Number 4. So it's a trick question, right? Because someone had served 2, and then it was the second. Then it was the person after that would make it the third person. But if you just counted for not years by person, then that would be the second person.
So I was asking for the physical, like a physical second person.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one, so I had to explain, right? So when it has more than one, that's the annual starting first, right?
Correct.
Okay. I just
Number 4 was a little confusing. I thought it was you.
So number 4.
Because I thought that you had credit 2 years in a row.
Okay.
That's all.
Did AJ already grade him?
Yeah.
They gave him back?
I got that one wrong.
Okay. Yes. So the second president was named by physical presidency. I was a 2-year president, so yes, if you would have read into it a little deeper, it could have also meant that as well. And then the first annual ball was Texas Juice. All right, so let's get into the lesson plan for. Did he ever bring some sticky notes up here? This is what I've been talking about. This is not enough. All right, so basically, when we talk about the language, there are certain things, words, phrases that are said within ballroom. There are many different phrases, words, etc., that are spoken of within ballroom, right? And so today, what we're gonna do is we're gonna unpackage these words to see like different ways to perceive it, understand it to its full capacity, right? As it's in regards to ballroom levels. So the first word, and what I want everybody to do is take one sticky pad until we can find some more. Take one sticky pad off. I told you that was it.
One.
So on the sticky, yes. You got a question? Sure. No. Okay. So on the sticky pad, for the word chop, the first thing I want you to answer is who can get chopped? In your perspective, who can be chopped?
Yeah.
You want us to write it on the board?
And then
On your
when we
sticky
done,
pad.
we go and put it up there.
Yes. When you're done, go ahead and put that on the board.
I make sure to put AJ.
Girl. The stickiness of that.
We have to bring text.
The second president.
Can I hold the dog? Can I hold it? Here. Whose animal is it? Can I see it?
Yeah, you didn't write that right. She is beautiful. She wasn't looking beautiful. The language should be beautiful.
This is helping with my depression. I think this one is a spring bar.
That's the beautiful should be blank.
This one they use for spring. This was the spring.
Why did they say hi to me?
I did. All right. So let's see what everybody says. So everyone, everybody, Jesus. Jesus.
We're trying to be Jesus.
Somebody playing. Somebody who doesn't follow very specific. Somebody who doesn't follow the description of the category. Someone whose effect is not described in the category. So now, what is a chop? Who can be chopped?
Oh, who did?
She went off. All right. So The next thing, so take another sticky note, pass it down. The next thing I want you to answer for the same word. Sharing this carrot until we can get some more. These are the right on. All right. The next one is why. Why would someone get chopped? Why would someone get chopped, and or why would you chop somebody?
Shame.
Hold up, Bonnie. So the next sticky note is why would someone get chopped? What you look for? Sticky note. Why would someone get chopped, or why would you chop someone? On chop, we still on chop. So what?
You know why you can get shot? You left my house.
Oh, wow.
I think you would take it hard. All right. So let's see some of the reasons. Well, y'all tell me what was some of y'all reasons to chop it
You left my house.
For looking at fucking fool.
for looking crazy,
Like if you didn't get the category, it would show.
not bringing the category correctly.
Not being the category.
Say it again.
Not being the category.
Not being the category. Politics.
Someone else is better.
Someone else is better. I have seen. Say what?
The judge is biased.
Okay, biasness. Right. So retaliation. Yes. So all of these things are very much so true. So
Not even voting like that. We're not in meeting.
they need to know the language. All right. So in considering the who and the why, I want y'all now to tell me how can you overcome a child?
How can you overcome
You gotta write it down.
Yeah. Let me go get y'all some more.
Now, what's the question again? These sticky notes. That's how you open the shop, girl. You keep walking. Where at Marty? You going to Marty tonight? I don't get chopped. You said what? I don't get chopped that night. Yeah, I should have put up her child. You expect violence.
You know what I saw in Detroit this weekend?
Why should have put violence?
I see you are definitely a Detroiter.
I should have put
The
violence.
Detroitians.
Flip that motherfucker. Yes, that's what you're supposed to come here with. Now, let me get one of mine. Let me get one of mine.
Okay.
Perfect.
My girl wanna drink.
Okay, so let's talk about it. What type of reasons or solutions do we come up with to overcome challenges?
Your high first
Practice.
One at a time, one at a time.
when we at the panel or
Well, no, how would you deal with a chop? If you got chopped, like how do you overcome a chop?
you let the person of the house that's in charge work things or a person.
Okay, you can allow someone older to kind of facilitate it.
How you avoid not getting shot.
Huh?
I thought it was how you avoid not getting shot.
Well, no, how do you overcome getting chopped? Like, how do you deal with your emotions? Or maybe how do you, it can be, how do you avoid getting chopped again?
You have to flip the panel over.
Feedback positive.
Okay, right, receiving the feedback in a positive way.
Walk off gracefully.
Okay,
Find out if it's a legitimate shot because you may not have done something wrong.
okay.
If you did, then ask the why and then improve. Makes the panel. There you go.
Violence is never the answer. Watch your clip and critique yourself. All right, so yeah, so I think in the language that is of chop, a lot of us come into ballroom with this persona that everything is like rainbows and skittles. That's just not reality, right? And when it comes down to even like being chopped, it's a very surreal and scary thing when you first come into the scene because you may perceive it in a way that it's not meant to be perceived. A lot of people take chops of being like, what I dislike is that the narrative is always that it's shade, and that's not reality. Sometimes the reality is that you are not the category, right? We all said that. What are some reasons why you would get chopped? You're not the category. You maybe didn't bring it right that night, but 9 times out of 10, most beings go to the narrative of, oh, it's shade. Baby, the category said all red, and you clearly got on white shoes. You see what I mean? So when we talk about understanding language, let's understand that there are many reasons why someone would get chopped, and let's not always stick to the narrative that it is out of shade or it is political. I'm not saying that that is not legit and it does not happen. However, just make sure that we are assessing the situation so that we're able to make the correct judgment. Okay? All right, so my favorite one of all, the one I feel like a lot, well, this newer generation is trying to do away with, right? But shade is a part of ballroom. It is a part of the culture. It is what makes the culture what it is. When we talk about ballroom, does anybody know from what other queer community did ballroom derive from or start from? Pageantry. Okay? And like in the late 60s, pageantry was a lot, I'm not gonna say it's any less cattier, but I believe that from perception, it may seem like it was a lot more vicious, right? Like the girls spared no expense of the things that came out of their mouth in regards to their competitors. And you know, it was what it was. This is what they call reading. Okay? So obviously shade comes from reading, right? And it all stems from one key element, which was pageantry. So before we go further into the shade, we're gonna watch a very iconic clip of reading shade and the mother who bought us ballroom.
I'll mute the TV.
Okay, now we're down to the real nitty gritty. And here are our 3 finalists. Come on, kids. Come on up here to the front of the stage and let the audience have a good look at you. Crystal, where are you going? This is not the time to show temperament. Get back here and stay with the other finalists. Oh, well, you've got to expect losses.
Do you think she deserved it?
You know she didn't deserve it. All of them, the judges knew it too. Because she was terrible. And her explanation for why she wanted the money, to put it in the bank. She's not getting any money because Sabrina is not going to pay her. They're good friends. It's only publicity, and it's bad publicity for Harlan and all the rest, because I'm declared as one of the uglier people of the world. She better get the hell back to Philadelphia because she's one of the worst. Where's Miss Sabrina? Because I'll sue the bitch. Did you sign a release? No, I didn't sign a release. And if she releases any picture of me, I will sue the fool. She won't make money off of my name, John. She can make it off of Harlow and all the rest of the fools that will flock to her, but not Crystal, darling. Anybody but her. You can take all the pictures you want of me, but I better not see them on the street because it's over. Get a picture with me and Harlow and we'll see which is more beautiful, darling. Monique told me not to come. That's why Monique is not here in dress, because Monique, darling, Monique was not here as a friend of yours. She's a friend of mine, darling. Monique, would you tell her why you didn't come? Because she knew it's Victor Harlow. She said, Crystal, darling, don't go. Because you're not going to get it. And that's why all the true beauties didn't come.
It's in bad taste and you're showing your colors and stuff.
I am doing it bad, but I have a right to show my color, darling. I am beautiful, and I know I'm beautiful.
Don't tell her about you showing no color.
Taking the wrong way. Shit, she looks bad. And no way of what you say can do about it. Look at Harlow's outfit. That is funny. Don't bother her. Don't bother her. It's not Harlow's fault. It's not her fault.
I know it's not her fault.
Harlow has nothing. She can't help it because you're beautiful and you're young. You deserve to have the best in life, but you didn't deserve. Miss C, I don't say she's not beautiful, but she wasn't looking beautiful tonight. She doesn't equal me. Look at her makeup. It's terrible.
Like, if you were Harlow, what would be your response to that? If you were Harlow?
I would have had to read her back. We would have to go back and forth.
I would tell her that I would.
I would get what her, she didn't walk away.
So we all, I'm assuming that we all agree that either we would have responded or paid it like Harlow. Is that everybody's truth?
Everybody.
Right. So what's y'all truth? How, if that was you and you was getting read like that?
We would have told her.
Well, Harlow did look kind of bad. So I'm like, maybe Harlow do that. She looked bad. She couldn't say nothing. But if I knew I looked good and there was some shit like that, then I would have to go back and forth. If I wasn't looking good that night, I can't say shit.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. If I was Harlow, I look like trash.
You said I walked that one off.
I look like a boy in the wig. I just put it on and do something like that.
Okay. Right. So I want to unpackage a couple of things that, or a couple of reads that came out. Right. So the very first one that Crystal said, the first one that she had gave Harlow was, "You are beautiful. You are just not beautiful tonight." It's funny, you know, being on the outside spectrum, right? But let's unpackage that into like our scene here. Has there ever been a moment in Ballroom in general, since you've been a part, where someone has said something to you, and in the moment you think now that you may have digested it just incorrectly?
Oh, wait, you said answer?
No, anybody?
Okay.
Yes. Only AJ?
The very first time that I walked runways, the parents told me that it looked like I was taking a walk in a park.
Did she lie?
At that time, no.
Has anyone else had any experiences such?
Well, when I walked my first time for it, I read it comments online, and they said he was not.
Anybody else? No? None of y'all have experiences yet?
When he wasn't sexy when he walked in front.
Oh, somebody said that?
It was a person.
Oh, some individual said that. Okay. So, yeah, so the way that I want us to understand shade is one, understand that in 9 times out of 10, shade should be factual. Do you agree?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when we start to say things that are unfactual, it's kind of like, not what we kind of maneuver in this conversation, right? But if someone is throwing shade to something, like y'all just said, we all saw what Harlem looked like. Was Crystal lying? No. So it's like, okay, well, should we take that personal? So, and yes.
Say shade is factual, but I'm inquiring, are there some facts that you shouldn't address or bring up to make sure it maintains respect? Because like with shade, what is that? It's like a gray area between playful banter and then now just getting low.
So what would you say? Because again, if shade is based around factual, and we are still considering this being in the realm of just ballroom, so all things in ballroom. Like let's say,
Unless it's political shade. It's not your time, baby.
but even in that, it's kind of factual, right? Because by you shading someone because the lack thereof of experience is not you.
No, because sometimes when I say it's not your time, it can be, oh, someone dating as a mother, they want her to be mad tonight, so she's going in, and she's not.
Okay, I can see that.
You get what I'm saying? And they be like, oh, it's tonight, it's not your time, because they want the person.
Tonight is not your night.
Well, you know, you sleep with the girl for 2 hours.
Right. So in shade, we have to understand it so that we don't take it personal, right? You should be able to kind of like be like, okay, that was cute. Even if it do offend you right in the moment, it's all about self-control and not allowing yourself to just misperceive or overly perceive what is going on in the moment, right? All right. So the word over. What do we think the word over means?
It means above and beyond, like over the top. You turned it.
Above and beyond, you turned it, sickening. Zaire.
AJ said Zaire.
So how would you use over in a sentence?
That was over.
Okay.
She had thought that was over when really it was left.
That face. You calling, you giving everything.
Right. Okay. So over can be misplaced out of context. AJ, would you like to give us the earlier example that we used earlier?
Can't remember.
Okay. So like overly excessively using the word out of context would sound like, oh, that read was over. Like, no, I don't need you to insert that word there because the read must have had to land if it was over. So I don't need you to point that out. So again, like speaking the language so that it doesn't sound like you just out there saying things that you're hearing, right? It's actually understanding it, knowing where to put it, the context of it kind of fits in the description that it fits within. All right, so the word gag. On the sticky note, I want you to write, how would someone gag in ballroom? Yeah, what ways do people show the word gag in ballroom? See, because outside of ballroom, gag has a whole nother realm of meanings. Yes, and once you finish, you can put the
No,
sticky
you
on.
come get my shit.
I didn't know. Have to write you up. See, you to the principal.
I'm calling.
You on the wrong school. Can you wait?
Hey.
Oh, you were. Oh,
Also
yeah.
gag.
You know I'm coming. I'm coming through like pressure. Yes. Yes.
Beating everybody and losing their hair.
Well, that's not a gag. I think that's
No, that's a gag.
Please.
You think bitch, you go through 10 people and then you get to the end and then lose?
every time I see somebody
Yeah.
comment, I always say, man, that's the same time. That's all I always say.
That's shame. That's shame. You a gag though. What would make someone gag?
Oh, but how you show?
You can. Yes, that too. So it's not just like why would someone gag? Maybe they gag because of something that you did. You know, intentionally.
Or
All right. So what are some what were some things that we wrote down?
I feel like gag is it's like a homophone, so it's a word that can be positive or negative. So you can gag in a positive way, but you also can gag in a negative way.
Huh? So give me an example of both.
It's like I could gag if somebody that I wasn't expecting to get out there and see the whole lineup. That's a gag. Gag. And I could also gag if you base the whole panel like this. So like gag is one of those things
Right.
where it just depends on the conversation. Right?
Okay. Do we have any other examples of gagging?
I said leaving a house and not telling that house, and then debuting at a higher position.
Mm-hmm.
I was just say being an underdog or something like, or like coming in the category I wasn't expected and just being over or something like
Yeah.
that.
Something unexpected or surprising.
Okay, textbook version.
Oh, shame.
It was factual. It wasn't intended to say. All right, so yes, so all those things are very true. So gagging can come from different spectrums. Obviously, there's a positive way to put the word out there, and there's also a negative connotation. Like, girl, you know, bitch, you'll gag. Like, I will gag. So we kind of have a great concept of it. Now, the ultimate thing that I feel like Ballroom is good on is this motherfucking phrase here. What y'all think this means?
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay.
What that mean?
Okay.
Make me know it. Okay. What do we think that phrase entails? Huh? Say what? Proving a point.
Showing that you can sell it.
Okay. Showing. Showing up. Being consistent. Okay. Right. So ultimately rising above expectations that are positive, more than likely set upon you that don't meet the standards that you set upon yourself, right? So let's say you come in and you have expectations like be that bitch in your category. And then there's somebody telling you that everything that's she is not gagging. So, you know, obviously these people are setting this expectation upon you and they just don't align with what you feel for yourself. So you take it upon yourself to like prove a bitch wrong. Like, I'm gonna make you know it. You know? I'm gonna make you see it for me because obviously you don't see it for me now. Right? So that's the conception of that whole paraphrase, which is a very powerful thing, and that's something that everybody should take with them on throughout their journey in Ballroom because you're gonna always be basically challenged with opposition. It's not gonna come easy to you. Ballroom is not designed for that. It is built to build you up, tear you down, reconstruct you again, tear that down, reconstruct you again. Like it's just a constant evolution of self. And if you're not open to the process, you can sometimes get lost in the sauce, right? You can sometimes overanalyze. You can, you know, misconstrue things that are being projected to you, all because you're not taking in the experience the way it's designed for you to experience.
And it's a experience like life. It's life breaking down and
Right.
brings you back up. And make you come constantly.
Correct. This is so true. Right? So Ballroom and real life kind of do still share the same space. And when we do say about having a good ballroom, real life balance, what that looks like is not allowing things that go on in this realm to kind of dictate or affect your personal relationships. Like a lot of people do end up going to certain houses or families based on their connections with people within the family. Is that a good enough foundation? Is that a good enough foundation to sustain your stay? No, because at the end of the day, the house should be for you in every aspect. Like, I like how, the vibe is. I kind of like what the house stands for. I kind of like X, Y, and Z because every establishment is different. So if you only basing off of the relationship that you have with people within it, 9 times out of 10, it won't be enough to keep you there long term. Okay. So now we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna have lunch, and then y'all can take y'all quiz real quick. But yeah, we'll break for lunch, and we'll be back here at 9:15.
Don't storm, here we go.
Yeah, go
Gag them and be over. Make them know it. Shame.
Chop them off. At the on fresh.
Kid.
Girl, I don't know. My wee man talking about some. He's gonna pull up and he want to mess with me. And he need to hop in the shower. Wow. I'm gonna say, baby, I'm not gonna pay for this weed if you do all that.
Do that again, cuz.
I tried to do 360 during my
Dawson as well. Any other questions? All right, so we got to take our pop quiz.
Another one?
Yeah. This one will cover today's lesson. Yeah. She only came for the rotation.
At least you know how to get me here.
So the word that you're looking for is on this wall. And I definitely said it. Okay, so number one question, if you had to think about it in another way of asking the question, think about the first question I asked y'all about where did ballroom come from. You don't remember?
Who grading?
Hey, Jason. Who is this with no name on it? Here you go.
Yeah.
Alan. John. Latiera, I'm sorry. Say about she Rico. Everybody. Bubblegum. Daddy Lapour. Carlos. Revolution. Because this is wrong. Revolution. She was the one that won.
You have me got to go in there and like
She is here. She's a All right. This is telling me that the class is working because we're obviously making better grades this go around. So the one question everybody got tripped up on was to finish this legendary reading.
Oh.
She said she is beautiful, but she was not looking beautiful on what?
Tonight.
Right. She also followed and said she does not equal me. That's what she said. Okay. Equal is what the word, not compare. But ultimately, good job, everybody. Mostly everybody made passing rights today. So give y'all such a round of applause. All right. So then on our next lesson we have, I believe it's resume building. So basically, next week what we'll talk about is the importance of having a ballroom resume, how to utilize your resume to your advantage, and exactly why it is important to kind of be transparent with yourself when it comes down to your ballroom resume. Okay? All right, so make sure, again, y'all keep up with y'all notes. Everybody here, we already got y'all passing grade. 10. So basically what a 10 is a new person. Flat out. Someone new. Right. This is a newer word that just came into the news. Okay. So yeah. So y'all are free to go. Thank y'all for coming. Make sure y'all bring a friend next week. Same time, same place, same station, same location. Spooky goes on earlier. Yeah, it's kind of the I was beaten. I'm supposed to be stuck here until
I like to sport. Huh?
Well, no, we only need a felon score.
Oh,
but I got y'all. So we have to keep track of y'all progress.
felon score. This gonna be on my ballroom resume. That's what I was about to ask. You gotta see it. You gotta add on to it. You got a GED. That'll help you.
Can y'all bring y'all clipboards and posters out front? Y'all can put it right here.
Okay.
So,